Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan Medal video. In this video we're going to talk about part 3 of the worldwide celebration. We're going to go through Cooler's EZA details and everything else that is going to come with part 3. So part 3 will start on the 21st of September at 10 o'clock Pacific Central Time, I think this is. But yeah, basically it will start at 10 o'clock on the 21st. For me, that's 7 a.m. on the morning of the 22nd. So it depends on your time zone. But yeah, just convert the time at the top there. Some new stages of the Fighting Spirit event will be added in, obviously featuring a pretty cool title. I'm going to be doing a video talking about how this is not necessarily a good trend for Dokkan to follow. Right now it seems okay to have advantageous characters, but I don't really like them being summonable. Being free to play is okay, because every player can farm them, but being summonable units is a little bit cheap and creates incentive to summon on banners. I know that's what they want to do, but for me it should never affect gameplay more than it already does, being the fact that you need top units to take on the content. Not to mention there will be some other things. The final part of the ticket summons will be out, the ticket missions will be out. Then we'll also obviously have the additional red zone stages. Now we have Cooler's EZA. Cooler's EZA looks pretty good. Not really too much that I can kind of say about it. Obviously without it being in-game, you'll find some people doing reviews on private servers. I usually wait. But yeah, he looks pretty good. Increases his leader skill to 170% across the board. His passive becomes 130% instead of 100%. He's now just a solid 50% support for both of his categories, which is pretty good. Obviously the same condition remains, facing 1 or 2 enemies, but he now also has the ability to fire an additional super attack. So yeah, looks pretty good. And the major thing is that he now stacks defense on his super. So Cooler can look very impressive. I think that's plain to see. With a great link set, a great team, and all these upgrades that Wicked Bloodlines has been getting, I think Cooler looks pretty unstoppable. Or at least to me, he looks pretty unstoppable. I think he and his team are the strongest in the game right now. I think between Strength a la Cooler, Full Power Freezer, Physical Metal Cooler, Janemba, the list goes on and on. Especially with him now, I just think the whole team is just incredibly powerful. And I think Cooler's that final piece to really making the team function really nicely. After he transforms, he'll retain his stacks, but he'll start raising attack. His attack and defense only went up to 200%. I say only, but obviously, does just change how it works. He now can launch 2 additional attacks, which both have a medium chance of becoming a super attack, which is pretty crazy. And he gets 10% crit chance for every rainbow orb, while still retaining his guaranteed critical hits against pure Saiyans or hybrid Saiyans. I think this is a pretty good change. I honestly think Cooler's just very strong in general. There's not really too much you can say about him. He's going to link up perfectly with the new LR. He's going to provide support to the new LR. He's going to stack defense. He's got a great link set. He's going to have easy 8 stats as well, which is always pretty nuts. So I think overall, Cooler's EZA looks like it could be one of the better ones. It is also a very simple change. Stuff like raising defense just makes him way more viable now for harder content. And with his stats and the way his link set works, it's obvious that he's just going to kind of benefit from all of that change. So pretty good. And yeah, obviously, I think the final bit of news that was announced was that obviously after the part 3, or at least during the ending of part 3, Global will head into its Dokkan Quest campaign renewal, which will feature a legendary campaign for the Strength Vegeta Blue, which I think is great, and also will feature a couple missions to earn 30 stones and to just get a whole bunch of rewards. There'll be some new areas added to the quest mode, which I think a lot of people have been asking for a very long time, which I think is great. Personally, I think it's always cool when they update game modes. I think quest mode needs to be regularly updated. It's something that's cool. It's a great way to earn stones. But it's also a way you can just, like very similar to Legends, just kind of do your own thing. You could introduce new characters, Dokkan only characters. you can just change things up depending on how big they want to get with it. And since Dokkan still makes so much money, it's just something that I think they could definitely continue to service and use. But yeah, obviously that's going to come out more in October than it will be here. That new quest area will only be added in late October. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming for part 3. Cooler's EZA, new red zone stages, new fighting spirit stages. There will be your final sections of the Kid Gohan trunk or Kid Gohan stones. There's going to be obviously your final missions for your special legendary summon tickets. There's going to be a whole bunch of stuff that's coming to Dokkan Battle. So it's a very exciting time, and yeah, it looks pretty cool. Obviously, I think in terms of the next celebration, we'll obviously get some kind of preview as to what it is. There's pretty decent speculation on what it's going to be, and I think, yeah, that's pretty obvious as to what it's going to be, but we'll just have to wait and see. But that's it from me. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you next time. Bye.